Welcome to a quick demo of StatScan's Cloud Consumption Dashboard. The Cloud Finance team created these reports that illustrates the costs for cloud consumption by leveraging Statistics Canada's Power BI Premium subscription. By doing so, we're able to publish these reports online, and they are available to all StatScan employees through the web or the MS Teams app. We feel this broad level of transparency is essential to establish accountability, as well as a sense of ownership of cloud costs within program areas, as well as with IT application support teams. The data is based on consumption reports from Microsoft Azure, refreshed daily, and information from the Cloud Finance Depot, which is populated as part of the cloud intake process and updated as required afterwards. Our main report showcases the costs for all our workloads. We are using various visuals to facilitate the comprehension of these potentially complex costs. The key elements of this report are, at the top, multiple cards of measures giving an overview of the costs. Below it, two different visuals, a table and a bar chart showing the monthly costs. The bar chart also shows the reserve instance portion of our costs, here in gray. There's an option as well to toggle the graph to see a forecast of the next 100 days. We also have the ability to drill down to the daily costs. Next to it, on the right corner, we have a gauge measuring the level of spending on the limit allocated for each workload. Currently, we see the aggregate view for all workloads, but this becomes even more useful when filters are used, which we will see in a minute. On the bottom left corner, we have a table that shows the costs for all individual workloads. By hovering over it, you're able to see additional information related to the workload, like the contact information, for example. Next to it is a bar chart that shows the cost by type of cloud resource, like virtual machines and storage space, allowing to better understand the cost drivers. And finally, on the bottom right corner, we have the ability to see the cost by environment, resource group, and workload type. The user also has the possibility to use the slicer panel to create a custom view based on their needs. By clicking on the bar on the left, the slicer panel expands and lets you choose filters you would like to apply. For example, an executive could select the responsibility center he or she is accountable for, like this, or a project manager can select the specific workloads he or she is managing. The user can then return back to the report to see a custom view. Afterwards, for even more details, the user can right-click on any cost on the page and drill through to a cost breakdown. On this page, you can pinpoint the costs to the exact resource used. Now that I am satisfied with my custom report, I can create a personal bookmark in the app that will save these filters for future use. We can then reset to default and reset all filters. In addition to our main report, we've created more specific ones for certain key users. First, we have a series of reports specific to our census program. There's an overview page, as you can see, as well as specific views depending on the workload. For example, we can see that for this workload, we are showing the monthly costs split by environment. We did so because the workload owner wanted to see their production costs compared to the other environment. Then, we have a report that the Cloud Finance team uses to track chargeback of costs to programs. This is especially useful during financial reviews that are completed by the FMA group to help forecast cloud costs that will need to be paid. If we use a filter again, we can isolate the information to a certain area. We can then use the forecast tool to see our potential costs by July 2021. Another report we created tracks the cloud spending related to innovation and experimentation. We are tracking these costs based on workload type, which is an information we're collecting as part of our intake process. On this view, we created a filter by year to be able to easily compare uh, previous years. Finally, to provide sound cost management, we also created a monitoring tool. With this tool, we're able to rapidly flag cost spike and contact the workload owner to notify them of the increase. We have the options to see variances by day, by week, and even by month. We can also manage the costs of our untaggable resources. This concludes the demo of StatScan's Cloud Consumption Dashboard, powered by Power BI. The Cloud Finance team would be happy to share further details with other departments if they are interested in building something similar.